I really fucking hate Studio.
What a great start.
Well, for whatever reason, my fucking tracking is not working. So, gonna unload the model, select it again. Yes. Still not tracking. Track, you fucker. Close VTube Studio. Open it again. I swear, I just wave my hand in front of my camera once, and then the tracking just shits itself.
Yeah, you're looking a little stiff.
Why are you not fucking tracking? Okay. Go to camera. Okay. So it's telling me the webcam is not working. So I'm going to go camera off. Camera on. Okay. I just got an error that OBS disconnected. Off. On. While I'm futzing with this, I just had a thought. Kershay is streaming at 3 today, and Proctor has a stream at 4. I wonder if he forgot that she streams on Sundays.
Didn't he do that last week as well?
Yes, he did.
Oh my god. Wow.
Okay, if I unload it again. Oh shit, the tracking is back. Okay, move virtual VTube Studio over there. Need to layer this properly. Okay, so you see where I'm getting cut off on the left side of the screen? That's where the watermark is. So I got. So like I crop the source to hide the flying wealthy GIF. I gotta figure out the resize for the avatar. Reactive group chat. Unlock. How do I want to go about this? Let's see. Select that reactive group. I got to unlock the folder. Okay, getting better, getting better. I think this is probably the best I'm going to get. Unless I were to flip you to the left and squish me more to the right.
You can put me wherever.
Well, this is like the first initial setup for this quote-unquote setup, so I'm normally on the bottom right. So what I'm going to do is reposition the layers. Gonna move the spout cam 2 capture to the bottom so you're sitting up ahead. Actually, no, wait, this even works better. So I'm going to keep the group oriented to bottom right. That way anyone who comes in would just populate from right to left along the bottom. And then for my avatar, I can eat up all this real estate.
You know, it's good to have it all figured out now instead of later when it's for real.
Well, it is technically for real right now, but I'm not getting paid for this here, so shits and giggles. That's all this is for. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I'm puppeteering a Muppet.
You know, you can at least you can say I have made your own model. You've done your own rigging.
The rigging wasn't nearly as hard as I thought, but then again, I do have a. Again, the model is a Muppet, effectively, so I know how it works. Because the tutorial I was watching and stuff, like the chick was like deforming the head assets so you could like turn your head left and right and stuff. I'm like, that's a little more effort than I'm willing to put in.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should stop being a geologist and switch saddles to becoming a rigger instead.
Riggers hate? No. I feel dirty for the amount of rigging I've done so far.
But you know, it's pretty insane when you look at the prices. You know, for riggers, you know, I'm almost sort of tempted to learn rigging just so. No, I could like offer my services to indies or something because like it's mad amount of cash for not that good rigging, honestly.
Well, I'm completely ignorant on how much it costs because let me show you what I've done for this. So turn that on. Live TV, come on. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is not helping with the way things are laid out. Well, all the menus are on the left anyway. Like the picture portion doesn't really matter too much for what I want to show. So this is the free version of Live 2D, and I learned quickly that they have a hard limit. Excuse me, a hard limit on the parameters and the deformers you can use. So if I were to like add a new warp, well, a new deformer, like I'm using 7 out of 50. Now I'm nowhere near the cap, but it still kind of becomes important with if you were to like super duper rig something, and you would probably like on the free version you would probably creep up on the deformer limit very quick if you weren't doing a Muppet like what I'm doing.
Sure, the paid version is available for free if you know Russian, for example.
Oh, I do, but it's kind of one of those effort things. Like I've only used 7 deformers, and this is effectively what I want to do. Is I wanted to make a Muppet for like. You know, the drawing I did in GIMP.
Well, I mean, you say that now. Just a week ago, you were only a moving mouth and a still PNG. So, you know, next week, you're going to be rigging legs. You're going to be rigging arms. You're going to be rigging... you're gonna have a second costume ready for winter. You're going to have a Santa hat.
Well, hopefully not. Like, oh God, I put my hand in front of the camera again. Now I'm stuck. But as far as dressing up the model goes, yeah, let's see.
The Groucho Marx disguise.
Yeah, so in VTube Studio, like I can do what like Pip and them do is just, you know, put in the PNGs and just clip it to the thing. Like I would not put in the effort to actually draw and then rig special stuff onto the model. Oh, it kicked in again. Like I keep saying at every point this is like, okay, this shitpost has gone far enough. This is where I'm going to call it quits. But then I find something. It's like I could probably do that. And it's just like been creeping so far.
I mean, sometimes it's fun to work, when you're doing a hobby.
Well, that's what this is. It's just like, yeah, it is a hobby, and I'm just doing this for my own amusement.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of nice that people on the forums have started to, you know, doing their own VTubing stuff just because, like, you don't need to be in a corporation and have 1,000 viewers or, hundreds of viewers. You can just do it because it's fun.
Well, we've quickly realized over like the last year or so of even like the big boys, Ninja Sanji, have been effectively shitting the bed, which means like the quote unquote bonus of being in a corporation is very quickly losing its luster.
I mean, yeah, and I don't think like the new Holo Stars are doing that great even now, like a day after release.
Yeah, like I saw the announcement. I'm like, I just don't care. I really don't.
I was legitimately surprised because like they had to have seen that, like, okay, 8 guys was like saturating the market they had. 2 of them graduated, and that like got people so down that a ton of people left, and then just adding 4 more. Like, there's not that big of an audience available. I mean, it's a pretty big audience, to be fair. Like, it's still like what, like 3 of them always have at least 1,000 viewers and so, but like adding 4 new ones, that's insane.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm just looking at Dazzle over in Discord yelling at me for having Intel. It's like, Dazzle, if you're watching this, motherfucker, I like AMD. I wanted AMD. There wasn't AMD available. It was a start at the fucking supply issues.
Maybe he didn't have supply issues. I don't know how it was in Russia. I don't think the same supply issues.
Well, of course they don't have supply issues because everything runs on potatoes.
Yeah, and land border with China.
That too.
Have you ever like shopped on AliExpress?
No, but what I did is the computer this new notebook I got at the start of the pandemic, the GPU fan gave up the ghost just as the warranty gave up later on. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want, because I don't know if you watch Louis Rossman and stuff, but when you ship stuff out, you might not necessarily get back your computer, quote unquote.
Oh.
So I didn't want to ship it out of warranty and stuff. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. So what I did was I went on eBay, ordered up a couple of fans, sat on it for like over a year because I was scared to open up this little notebook, but eventually the other fan gave out, so I was just like, okay, fuck it, I gotta do it. And then I cracked it open and I swapped out the fans, and I was like, okay, that was a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, because like when I bought my computer, my last computer melted from the heat. I was like, okay, I need to fix this. So I took a small computer case with an open top. And I just looked like, okay, how many fans can I put in this? I put 10 fans in my computer. That was my solution to like all heating problems. And like I have extra fans lying around that I got like as a bonus.
Well, when I build a desktop, like when I get back to work and rebuild my savings and stuff, and next computer is going to be a desktop, and I'm going to have a shit ton of fans on there. But right now, I'm still just rocking a notebook and stuff, and then it just has the 2 fans, the CPU fan and GPU fan.
Yeah, like where was I going with this?
The thing with the face by the other thing. I don't know. When your train re-rails. So yeah, I'm just looking at the. Okay, so I didn't. There's not a terrible lot of deformers on this model. Like I'm going from bottom to top. I got the right eye, left eye, and the only things on that there is X and Y moving the pupil and iris. Let's see,
Mm-hmm.
warp deformer for left and right lids, and that's literally just the blinking. Warp deformer of the jaw, that's moving. Let's see, teeth and snout up and down, and the other one is the jaw, mouth, and bottom teeth up and down. Got the brow, which is just the one brow. Actually, I could probably zoom in to show it a bit better.
And there's so many goddamn options. Like it has like sclera sliders.
Yeah,
It's pretty goddamn detailed.
I know. I got lazy with the brow. I just got like the monobrow, which is really easy for tracking because I based the model on uh, the the Godzilla suit and stuff, and there's not that many points of articulation if you watch a Godzilla movie, even with the head. So
No.
so that was using Godzilla as a base, the Godzilla suit slash Muppet slash animatic, like all the permutations of that. There's only so many moving parts, which was easy to cut my teeth on.
Yeah, I mean, like for what it is, it looks like pretty good. I'm a little surprised that it like moves as much as it does.
Well, okay, so keep bouncing between these windows. Okay, so the part section has, okay, ignoring the angle and the warps, everything else is a section of the drawing I did. So had like the brow section, upper jaw section, and yada yada yada. And when I imported my okay, I draw it in GIMP, and then I exported the file as Photoshop, which is the only thing this thing will recognize for imports. And then once I imported that, I just select all the layers and I just auto-generated the meshes, because every tutorial I saw on YouTube and stuff, they're like, oh, you have to manually do all the meshes and stuff if you want to look really good. I'm like, motherfucker, there's an auto-populate thing. And you know what? This is auto-populate. This is what you can do with auto-populate. Well, good enough.
Yeah, because I've seen people using like Vroid models as a base just to get like a animation mesh generated and then like painting over it.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's sort of hilarious, like how much money and time people spend on something where you basically only ever see like chest and above.
Well, yeah, like that's the thing, because I have to bounce between these two windows just to show things. Like this model, like I don't have like the legs and the chest and the arms and stuff are meshed. They are meshed out, and I could animate them. But what's the point? Because I'm sitting at my computer chair with my hands on my mouse and keyboard. Why the fuck would I want to track that shit?
Yeah,
Like, honestly, it just needs to track enough. Because literally, the only thing I'm able to move right now, sitting at my desk, because like the camera is like right in front of me, and the microphone is right beside my face. So it's like I don't really have much. Like I don't. It's like I'm not gonna bounce around and fucking VChat or what the fuck is that Steam thing called?
VR chat, is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah, VR chat. Yeah, I never used the thing, so it's like wasn't able to remember what the fuck it was called. I'm like Fillion. She uses full body tracking and she bounces around the room like a cracked out monkey.
Yeah, and she has a pre-made model.
Yeah, so like the possibility of being able to do stuff is great, but like I know what I was getting myself into. It's like I just wanted to track my head for when I talk and I blink and I roll my head from side to side. That's literally all I need.
Yeah, I mean, does its job. So, I think you should be pretty happy about it.
Oh, I am, and it was fun. It was fun to do, and again, like I said before, like seeing how the sausage is made, I do have a better appreciation for like how complex you could go with things. Like I know it was always going to be easy, and like I was always going to keep it simple. Like again, Muppet, but like I do have a better appreciation for like how complicated it could be.
Something kind of funny to look at is the fact that I wonder like how much of a VTuber's movement is determined by the program they use to capture live 2D, because when you move, it's sort of like a fake 3D effect where you move like forwards and backwards a bit. And I also know that all the VTube Studio, all VTubers using VTube Studio has the same kind of movements. That has to be like baked into the program.
Well, let's see. Yeah, because since all the objects in the drawing have meshes and stuff, they're all being tracked. However, I've only put rigging, that is to say deformation, onto a limited amount of them and stuff. So yes, the whole kit and caboodle, like I'm just wiggling around in my chair. Like VTube Studio is tracking all of it and stuff, but since like my body is moving as a unit and stuff, and there's no animation tied to it and stuff, so that's all it's able to do is just wiggle.
I mean, it's still kind of impressive that it can actually track that by itself. And that might be like the IR functionality on your camera, of course.
Yeah, like I'm using a Logitech webcam, and one
I
of
shipped the one you had, like had a Brio.
yeah, I got the Brio Pro, which is probably like as good as you're gonna get for consumer based webcams and stuff. And again, from what I've noticing so far, is that most of the hangups are the settings of VTube Studio as opposed to the camera itself, as far as being finicky goes.
Yeah, because it has a hook to the SDK or something, right, of the camera.
From reading the documentation, if I were to plug in my phone and use the Android version of VTube Studio and stuff, even if I were to use the USB cable to connect it to my computer and stuff, the actual data transfer is over wireless. So I'd only be plugging it in for power purposes.
Yeah, because now there is like a trend to become a VTuber, a PNG tuber at least. I'm like sort of tempted as well, but I don't have any sort of camera that could actually track me.
Yeah, VTube Studio actually. Oh, I'm very loud. Oh shit. It's the easy way to do this. Boop. 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 Okay, I'm in the green now.
Yeah, because no, I probably don't hear the same thing.
Well, no, you muted the stream and you're listening to the Discord audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I should have probably paid more attention to the audio mixer. That's my train of thought. But yeah, no, I don't think it's the gain. I just booted down the gain in OBS, so it should be normal now. Like I'm seeing it in the green. Actually, probably the worst thing about streaming and VTubing is audio balancing. If we're being completely honest, because it's black magic for everyone.
Yeah, and like I mean, it's like if you're doing like gaming and stuff, and every game has like its own volume you have to lower, like a lot of setup.
It's also stupid. Where would I be gaining from elsewhere?
You're using the same microphone, right? It's not on like the webcam microphone or something.
Ah, okay. I just leaned over into my camera, so I didn't see my desktop audio peak. So no, it's not that. Software bundled with my compressor gain. No, this mic didn't come with any software. This is going straight through just vanilla Windows. Actually, I can look at my settings. Let's see. Settings. Settings. Move window over there. System. Sound. Sound. Input. Input. Manage sound device. Microphone. Looks okay.
But this is the true VTube experience, you have to troubleshoot
Yeah.
with yourself with the help of chat.
Okay, so my microphone does not have any doohickeys on it. Let's see. One slider I have for listening to either my headset or the computer, so that there's not doing that, and the other one is just straight up volume. So nope, no gain, no
Yeah,
in.
because I just listened to the stream. You do sound really blown out.
Do I still sound blown out? Testing, testing.
Yeah, yeah, you do.
Test
It's
one,
really.
test two, test three, test four, test five, test six. Okay, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna have double audio for a minute. I'm gonna listen. Let's see. Open up stream. Actually, no way. I can do it on my phone instead of opening on my computer. Do do. Go to my channel. Oh, you bastard. That's nice, Google. I don't care. Okay, you talk now.
Yeah, I'll talk now.
Okay, it sounds normal on my phone. So I don't know. We both sound normal to me now.
So, you're the expert.
Oh, I'm not.
Soon to be. Will this be the next project, audio engineering?
Fuck no.
You're not gonna get a Go XLR?
No. What do? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've never been big about products and brands and stuff, so I don't even know what I have. I have that Audio Technica, the 2020, the audio. Is it 2020? I don't. Whatever. The 2020 USB plus one. In OBS, you can tweak the gain on the compressor, the expander, or a separate gain filter. The only filter I have for my audio, let me just go to my audio self, filters. I put on a noise gate to kill out, to weed out the noise from my computer fans.
That shouldn't be it, but is it new? Did you use it? Because there was no like problems with gain when you had M praise on.
Yeah, I've had like Uber. This is literally like the first instance of someone saying I'm the one that's blown out. On my audio mixer, I got my audio like literally at half right now, and I'm just like at the same level that Porian is when he talks and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, when I listen to the street, you do sound blown out. I don't know what it is. It's not the like soundboard acting up. That's the only audio thing I can think about.
Actually, I don't even have the soundboard open.
And it's not the soundboard.
Well, I'm going to open up the soundboard now since you mentioned it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, nah, I'm going to play around with the soundboard in a bit, but
That's going to be a lot of work, when you have to normalize all the sounds, try to equalize them so none of them like blow your eardrums out.
I didn't normalize any of them, so
Wow. Wow, looking forward to become deaf from a bra drop or something.
okay. So the plane alarm was peaking out at red for desktop audio. Since you're listening to the actually that just scared me since anyone being on the Discord call will be muting the stream so they're not going to hear the soundboard.
Ah.
Ah, I understand now. Okay.
So that's gonna be great. That's gonna be a real like crickets moment when you like do a drop and no one responds.
I don't think I can turn on desktop audio for Discord calls. I think I do remember looking this up specifically. That's a problem for later. Again, back to the initial thing of me being blown out. I'm gonna listen on my computer. Let's see. Open up new tab. Gonna hear double. Well, actually, no. The lag is ever present and stuff, so there's gonna be a delay. Ooh. The lag is ever present and stuff, so there's gonna be a delay. Ooh. The lag is ever present and stuff, so there's gonna be a delay. I sound fine? Question mark.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not an audio engineer unless it's like really crinkly and really shitty. I have a hard time telling the difference. Hello, Dabbing Taco. Dabbing Taco, we need a tiebreaker. Do I sound like shit? Both in terms of volume and audio clarity.
You are loud as fuck.
What? Am I losing my mind? Okay, I'm gonna knock it down a few more decibels. I don't get it. Nothing's fundamentally changed because like the microphone's in the same spot it's always been.
Yeah, and the stream is reading from desktop audio. Right.
Well, when I talk, I don't see any pickup from desktop audio, so I'm not being doubled. I know, like no ifs ands or buts. I know that. Okay. So before, when I was too loud, I was sitting at minus 35. I went down to minus 45, so I'm gonna slide it to minus 40. As far as audio settings, I changed absolutely fucking nothing. This is why audio engineering is fucking black magic, and this is why Pippa and everyone else who streams complains about audio changing from stream to stream. It makes no fucking sense.
One of the only things I could think could be an issue is the fact that you're actually that you're like using VTube Studio and actually tracking movement now. If that like puts too much stress on the
No,
CPU,
no, that shouldn't. Where's my thingamabob? Let's see. My
because
s- my
at the
CPU
screen,
my CPU is running around 32%, and my GPU is only puttering at 16, and my total RAM usage is around 30. So
that,
my
that
system,
shouldn't be a problem.
yeah. So there shouldn't be a problem. So where the fuck
So the
is
one what's the temperature?
where is the additional volume coming from? Like I'm seeing green.
Yeah, unfortunately, people aren't hearing green. And Taco says, "I sound fine. I sound fine. You don't."
Your mic volume is low, but voice is bass boosted. But I have no bass boosted filter. This is just how I normally talk. Is
Yeah,
that
like the stream. The stream sounds like one of those fucking uh, yeah, like one of those like shitty memes where like crisp up the audio, where it's like deep fried, where the audio is deep fried. It sounds sort of like that.
okay? I'm gonna go to current time. Scroll Emu. Go to current time. Test one. Scroll Emu. Go to current time. Test three. Test one. Scroll Emu. Go to current time. Test three. Test one. Scroll Emu. Go to current time. Test three. I don't get it. It sounds perfectly normal to me.
Maybe you see it in the VOD. I mean, you'll hear it in the VOD.
I might hear it in the VOD, but that doesn't help me figuring out why I would hear it in the VOD if I do. You peak sometimes? No, you sound like you're in a cave. I am peaking. I have no way to measure the peaking other than my audio mixer, and my audio mixer is in the green, so I don't know.
It seems like eBay knows audio better.
I'm really racking my mind because I've literally had my audio at maximum, that is to say zero modification, like at 0 dB in OBS, this entire time up until today.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is VTube Studio
But
having to
why?
track.
But why?
That's like the only thing you changed. It sounds like an Xbox microphone. Yeah, sort of.
I can help you in voice chat after I finish eating. Well, yeah. Pop into Uber. Like pop into the waiting room when you're okay. Uh, Let me know when you're done eating and pop into the waiting room, and I'll drag you on stream.
Great, we can switch out when he pops in. I can switch out and go eat instead.
Okay, fine by me. You guys do you. Hell, you can pop out right now if you want. Doesn't matter to me.
I can take supporter for a while longer.
Okay. Like I said, this here is always like these streams have always been just chill and no obligations, just shits and giggles. Like I'm not even looking at them. Like I'm not like okay, I'm facing directly into the camera for tracking and stuff, and my microphone is like off to the left, and it's away from my face, so it's not like I'm like face right up into it.
No, I mean, Ian Curse hit you. You are now a proper VTuber. Wow, that is true. You know what was
Actually,
fucked up?
yeah.
Last time I was on here, You know how VTubers always complain about tummy hurt?
Yes.
Day after I was on your stream, I had the worst stomach pain I've had in years. No joke. It was so fucking strange that it had to happen. You don't even have to be a VTuber. You just have to visit a VTuber stream and you get it.
Well, funny
I
thing,
think
WikiDog did a clip of my Pippa Geology review stream and stuff, and the instant he posted it, he lost 2 subscribers. And it was, he was like, Godzilla, you are literally radioactive. It's like, yes, I am Godzilla. Thank you for noticing. But apparently he's back up in subscription, and last time he told me he's up to 711 subscribers, and I made a 7-Eleven joke, and he didn't get it. I had to tell him, it's like, actually, no, wait, what was our exact exchange? It was only last night. Let's see. Update to the subscriber arc. I have regained subscribers and I'm now at 7-Eleven. You aren't radioactive at all. You are, however, Indian. What the fuck? 7-Eleven. Oh. Oh, God. I gotta go check all of that one.
Sort of funny that too. Oh, I mean, the joke is that capitalists only know of one VTuber and they get scared if they're confronted by another. So, I'm not surprised 2 of them would leave.
Yeah. Well, like, my metric I've been using so far, like, to number friend so far is Proctor and Murray. And Proctor is mogging the both me and Murray, but then again, he has the entire forum of Autist with that banner every time he goes live.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm just looking at all my screens right now. I'm like, where is this audio issue coming from? But like you say, yeah, like the only thing that's fundamentally different is VTube Studio. I'm looking for all the settings and stuff. And
Okay, try shutting down VTube Studio then, and just go to the Fugi and see if it changes anything.
well, I don't need to go to the Fugi because the audio that would be appearing on stream is literally just my microphone. Like Fugi doesn't deal in audio. It deals in Discord.
Yeah, but like try shutting down VTube Studio and see if it changes anything.
Okay, well it's shut down now. So I, so it's been shut down for like since my model went away and stuff. So I'm waiting for someone in the chat to say like, no, you sound the same, or no, you sound different. Proctor's a fanboy. Proctor rarely reads his own forum. No, okay. So Dabbing Taco says Xbox mic still there, still the same. Okay, so VTube Studio was not the culprit, which means I'm completely out of options again, because that was literally the only thing I could think of.
Did you try switching to the webcam mic instead? Maybe that's actually better now.
Why the fuck would I want to do that when I have a condenser mic right beside my face? Actually, I'm going to do something monumentally silly. Yes, that's literally what I was going to do, is just unplug and replug my microphone.
Otis streams more EU friendly than most VTubers. Yeah, that's life. That's life.
Okay, I unplugged and replugged my microphone.
I think it's the same, dude.
Well, no, like no, okay, no change. Shit. Okay, I'm going to physically move my microphone away from my face. The microphone is now about a foot away from my face.
It's like slightly better.
Really?
Yeah, the peak was a little lower.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
No.
now you sound like almost like you did last time.
So I just got to whisper?
I guess.
Okay, here's the thing. The microphone before was at max volume in OBS and was literally inches from my face. And back then, the audio was normal. Now, I have the gain in OBS at like half, and now the microphone is a foot away from my face. I'm going to move it now to 2 feet away from my face. Actually, I don't think my boom arm can move that far. Okay, it's about a foot and a half now. That's about as much as I can bend the boom arm.
Yeah, that is better.
Why? I don't get it. I really don't. It's more convenient for me, don't get me wrong, because it's not right beside my face.
Yeah, I'm eating my microphone personally.
Yeah. What filter do you have in OBS again? I literally have a noise gate just to cut out the noise of my computer fans. It is like the default noise gate for OBS. And I've been using that for the entirety of my streams up until now. There has been no changes whatsoever.
It is a mystery.
Closer mic means picking up your voice louder as far as I know. Yes, that's literally how it is. But the more I think about it, this has to be like an OBS thing because, like, again, like I was effectively deep throating my microphone up until now, and it was perfectly normal.
Perfect normal deep throating, yes.
No more deep throating. The microphone is going dry. Sad.
For microphone.
Poor microphone. I'm trying to think if I streamed since the last OBS update. I can't remember exactly because I know there was an OBS update last week. That
But
might
you did, right? Like this Wednesday.
I did. What
And
background?
the
What background?
and like your like short L2D teaser vids you posted did not peak at all.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking at all my programs I have open, and there's nothing that I haven't had open before other than VTube Studio, which we're coming back to, and the soundboard. But honestly, that yeah, the soundboard is not an issue because it's a fucking jar file that plays audio. There's nothing
Yeah.
playing, so there shouldn't be any modification on me and my microphone because it literally like the soundboard is just desktop audio.
Oh. I really need to go eat.
Okay,
So you're
yeah,
gonna have to put someone else in if you want to talk. So I'm so goddamn hungry now. I didn't think I was this hungry actually.
yeah, go for it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Wasn't well not of a chatting stream, more of a tech support stream, but unfortunately I'm not really an expert.
Well, that's freeform. This is all for funsies. Now go eat and be happy.
Yeah, see you later.
All right, peace. Okay, so looking at the VTube Studio set, this has to be honestly, this audio thing either comes down to something in VTube Studio or something in OBS. I'm leaning more towards OBS, not OBS, VTube Studio. It has to be OBS because I'm looking. If I restart OBS, will that end the stream? We're about to find out. Stop recording. OBS dead. Die. All streams recordings will be shut down. Are you sure you want to exit? Try to restart an OBS. You have a window to reconnect. I'm not too sure what that means. I'm closing down OBS. If stream ends, is that an Am I back? Okay, I've never actually stopped OBS while doing a stream before, so that's good to know. Okay. So I'm back. Gonna refresh my window so I can look at it myself. Refresh. Gonna play the stream back at me. Refresh. Test 1. Gonna play the stream. Test back 2. At me. Refresh. Test 3. Test 4. Test 1. Gonna play the stream. Test back 2. At me. Refresh. Test 3. Test 4. Test 1. Gonna play the stream. Test back. I sound fine to me again. How do I sound to you guys? Because I sound fine to me. So if I sound fine to me, but I don't sound fine to you guys, we have a problem. I'm just okay. Okay. Just okay, better overall, same. Huh. Hmm. Let's see. Looking at VTube Studio, there is one setting for microphone, but it's off. And they have the setting for lip sync purposes, but it's off. So that wouldn't be it. No, Maury eyes would be if she were cracked out. Whereas I'm just looking at my right monitor now. I have an idea. I'm going to move my microphone even further, but I have to rotate it now. Okay, I've repositioned my microphone to be in front of me about 2 feet, right, and it's sitting right beside my camera now. So it's in front and about 2 feet away. As of me saying that sentence. So I need feedback on this latest repositioning. Better or worse? Or same? Better but low. Okay. This is progress. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank up my audio mixer back to where it was, which is 0. Now I'm in the red. But I want to hear from you guys how it is. For me, I'm seeing red. Loud AF. Okay, Asnell says loud AF, Uber says better. Turn it down. Okay. I'm gonna go, but now I'm blown out. Okay. Okay. I got it down to -2 decibels. I'm now currently talking at -2 decibels. I need input on -2 decibels. Okay. For experimental. Okay. So while we're waiting on Taco, Uber says better at -2. I'm going to go down to minus. Fuck it. Let's say 6. -6 decibels. I am currently talking at -6. Not gonna lie, if I can have my microphone way over there, I'll be happy. Okay, it's good, but is it better than -2 decibels? I'm -6 right now. Does -6 sound better than -2? I got a vote of no from Taco. If I compare it to your previous stream, then no. Hmm. You sound a bit peaking. Hmm. Hmm. Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. The mic is sitting about 2 feet. 2 feet ahead of me. And for record purposes, all previous streams up until before today, the microphone was about a couple inches away from my face, as opposed to 2 feet. This is so stupid. So if you move back to your previous position, we're back where we started, kinda. Yep. Not gonna lie, I'm actually digging the microphone being all the way over there as opposed to being right beside my head. If I can work off this current position, that'd be great. So yeah, it's software related, but it's a matter of figuring out what the software is. I'm gonna go back in the Windows settings. There has to be something. But the thing is, I didn't change anything for settings. But what changed? Sound, manage sound devices. Where's my advanced options? Wouldn't be that. Wouldn't be that. Definitely VTube Studio now. But here's the thing. I don't know what VTube Studio would do because it's only spitting out video into OBS. OBS is not picking up any audio from VTube Studio because there's no audio to pick up. And the one sound setting in VTube Studio is the microphone for lip tracking, and that is turned off. And I've already turned off and on VTube Studio a couple of times to confirm that. Hmm. I am gonna listen back to this VOD later because I'm curious. Because like I listened to a stream a couple of times on my phone and on my desktop browser, and I sound fine to me. But that doesn't mean crap if I don't sound fine to you. Like, as far as my ears and my OBS says, I detect no problems. So, I don't know. Oh, you can join now? Great. Whoop. Uber, save me.
Oh,
I hear you. Chat.
first of all, I want to apologize for turning this into a tech support stream.
I'm just doing this for shits and giggles. Okay, so step one.
Okay, first, I have the stream muted, and I'm hearing you on Discord right now. You sound a tad bit loud.
I sound loud to you in Discord.
Just a little bit.
Okay, now let's just keep this in the back of our heads for a point of reference. Dabbing Taco, or anyone else in chat, how is Uber? How is his volume and how is his sound? Because
Yes, let me know if you hear any background noise as well.
I don't hear any background noises. You sound fine to me, but I'm listening to you through Discord. Okay,
All
so
right, great. Do one thing. Are you able to stream your desktop here so at least I can try and have a look, if you want?
what would I even be showing?
I mean, let's check your OBS settings.
Okie
But
dokie.
if you don't want to do that, it's fine. I mean, for privacy reasons, you can do it via screenshots or whatever.
I just want to see what's even there. Nah, let me see. Do. We'd be going in audio.
Not on. I don't mean on stream on Discord. Like stream your desktop on Discord.
I know, that's what I'm trying to look at.
All right, great.
Okay, so go to the stream. Let's see. Me. Don't want to set channel status. Okay, let's see. Turn on camera? No. Don't want to do that. Show screen. Settings. Okay.
All right, let me swatch this.
Damn it.
So right now it's on your stream.
Your stream is still running.
Wait. Did you turn on virtual camera?
In OBS?
All I see. No. In Discord, all I see is your stream. Unless that's what you're seeing right now.
I am seeing nothing. Let's see. Stop streaming. Okay. Share screen.
Share screen, yeah. Share your desktop screen.
Oh, I got like a million. Screen one, screen two. I want to show by application. So let's see.
I guess if you share the application, then I likely won't be able to see any pop-up windows.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Screen one, screen two, screen three. Let's see. I'm gonna go screen one. Okay, that looks like what we're doing. Smooth video, resolution, blah, blah, blah. Fuck you, Nitro. Okay, 720. Can you see my OBS?
All right, great.
All right, cool.
So, okay, so this is your settings. So on this scene, where's your mic source?
Scene, sources, audio, audio self, properties.
That's your mic, okay.
Yeah.
Go to filters, right-click filters, and audio self, like noise suppression. Can't be noise suppression. So that's the only thing you have. That's not the noise gate. Turn it
No.
off. Let's hear it.
Okay, turn it off. Test one,
So I'll just listen to you on stream then.
test two, test three. Well, no, like I've been sounding fine to me so far. So myself using my own metrics is not going to do us any good. But however, someone listening in chat, that I have now turned off noise suppression.
That sounds a little better, but I don't think that's the cause.
And I've had noise suppression on for for all these streams so far, just to cut out the background noise of my fans. So that's clearly not it.
Because see, I'll tell you something. What I use, I have a Razer Siren V2 Pro. It came with what do you call Razer Central, and it has its own like gain setting, which is also connected to the gain knob here. So if anything happens to the gain, it's because of I accidentally hit the gain knob, or it automatically changed itself. It sometimes does that.
I have no gain knob, and I have yet to modify my own gain other than today. And the only the only thing I've changed is literally take my like in OBS and my audio mixer for my microphone audio. I just bumped it down a bit. That's because, like you guys said, it was too loud.
You said you were using some kind of audio mixer here as well,
No,
outside of OBS? No.
I use no audio mixers, only OBS.
Only OBS. Let me see. You know, if you go to Microsoft, it has its own like gain setting as well. So try going to sound settings and right click your mic and go into properties.
I'm right clicking and it's not giving me an option.
No, in sound settings,
I
the mic that set as your default device or whatever you're using right now, just right click and go into properties. And it should say that the tab should say microphone properties.
I'm clicking. I'm running Windows 10. Does that mean anything?
No, it's fine. I'm also using Windows 10.
What the fuck?
Did you see microphone properties?
I am not seeing microphone properties. The only thing I see is sound, master volume, input, advanced sound options.
No, hang on. I'll send you a screenshot. I'm looking for this here. I'll just DM you.
Yeah, just shoot me a DM.
Yeah, this thing here.
Oh, the advanced stuff. Okay, the actual hardware stuff. Okay, no. Okay, so
you'll if you go to your speaker icon and you right click and you click sounds, you'll see this window.
Okay, so speaker sounds. Okay, yeah. Okay, so going into recording, microphone USB. I think I might have found it. Okay, so
Okay,
okay,
great. So the one you're using right now, just right-click that one.
well, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable my microphone and my Brio because it was detecting it.
Okay, that's fine. So, okay, so the 80/20/20 USB. Yeah, so right-click that, go into properties, and
Okay,
click levels.
levels. It is setting at 100.
Try turning it down. Then I'll hear you on stream.
Okay, I am turning it. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to 50. I'm turning it down to 50.
Oh wait, that's too low. Go up to like 80.
I am currently sitting at 80.
Yeah, that's actually better. You can go up to 85 or 90 if you want.
I'm going to go to 90.
That's a little too much. Yeah, I think 85 is like a happy medium.
I am currently sitting at 85.
Yeah, I think the guys in the chat should be able to tell you if you sound better.
Actually, I got chat covered for Windows. Let's see. Okay, that. Scoot over options into other window. Open backup properties. Levels. Low. Dabbing Taco says low.
Because see, in my window here, I have a tab called enhancements, but I didn't see it in your OS.
Enhancements. No, I don't have that.
Hmm. So you said the only thing that you changed from the previous stream was the Embrace stream, and you only installed VTube Studio. Was that it?
The only major change was installing VTube Studio, correct?
Yeah, that's probably it then. And that's all I can think of, honestly.
Okay. I turned off VTube Studio with Porian, but I'm going to turn off VTube Studio now. Gonna give it like a minute or two to kick in. So right now I am currently talking without VTube Studio.
It sounds the same, unfortunately.
It sounds the same for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Dabbing Taco says I sound low, but not peaky.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm just running an experiment of moving the microphone halfway between me and where I just had it. My microphone is about halfway now.
Sounds good on Discord, but I don't know about the stream. I'll have to check the stream now. Give me a moment.
Test 1 with intermediate microphone. Test 2 with intermediate microphone. Test 3 with intermediate microphone. Bit better?
That's a little better. You just have to turn your gain up from OBS just a little bit. Because we turned it down from Windows.
Okay.
So if you turn it up from somewhere else,
Okay, what I'm
then
going
maybe it won't sound that picky.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change my audio in OBS back to 0. It is
All right.
it is currently sitting at 0 right now. I am
Yeah.
currently sitting at 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just listen to some stream as
Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4.
Yeah, that's actually much better. But it's better to get more opinions from chat as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for the opinions from chat. But my kind of thing is like, I don't know. If it honestly at this point, I'm just gonna put it back up to okay. I'm putting my microphone properties back up to 100, and now I'm sitting. Okay,
We're back to square one.
We're back to square one. I am sitting at 100 in my microphone, 100 in audio in OBS, but for me, I'm seeing it peak out at red now, loud and peaky.
Yep.
Okay, microphone away, away.
I will say this. At the beginning of the stream, you were like really blown out, but it is like right now it's still loud, but not as blown out. So maybe if you uh, compress the audio a little bit from OBS, then maybe we'll finally get our happy medium.
So how do I do that?
No, here, you see your audio mixer here?
Yes,
Try turning it down from there.
test one, yellow.
The guys in chat will have to help you out.
Okay. Speaking at my normal volume at -2, I'm peaking red. Speaking at my normal volume, I'm still in the red. -8, normal volume, I'm in yellow.
So chat, well, if you're watching this, you should let them know if you can hear them. Best for me, Taco. Okay.
Best for taco. I got it currently set at -10. And I'm still in the yellow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad for this stream because I've been mildly annoyed with the microphone being right beside my head up until now. So having my microphone across my desk, like right beside my camera, like it's literally like right beside my webcam right now. And this is,
Good to knock this out early in your career
I'm not
rather than do it later.
I'm not making this a career. Okay.
Yeah, but if you do, even if you do it casually, it's better to do it as early as possible.
This is true. Like I've watched a bunch of your streams and you sound fine.
Yeah, except for the keyboard, which is it's apparently it's a Cherry MX, so that's why it's quite loud.
Yeah.
Not even a noise gate won't really help there, so I don't really mind it because I'm not miffed about getting the best audio quality out there. So yeah.
Well, up until maybe like okay, for the first like maybe 3 or 4 streams, I didn't have any filters in OBS, and then I put the noise gate to cut out the sound of my fan, which has worked fine up until now.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, this is the first stream I've had anyone say audio issues on my end because up until now it's either been you guys, which has been so far an easy correction of just like bumping up or bumping down in Discord. The only audio, like literally the only audio futzing I've done up until now has been in Discord.
All right. Also, I would recommend one thing. Export your settings to like a folder, your OBS settings, your profile and scene collection, just like as a backup.
Yeah.
You can't do the profile on stream. You have to do that after the stream.
Yeah, I do have a backup up until now, so I'm gonna make a separate backup to my initial backup just because.
Just keep it regularly updated.
Yeah.
Every time you make a change, just export.
Taka, best for me. Yeah, best not like last stream. No audio issues on your previous stream. Right now, just when you became a YouTuber. Ha 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 ha.
You could try one thing though.
Okay.
One extreme solution. Like since the only thing you changed was VTube Studio, you could you could save your model somewhere and then uninstall VTube Studio and then run a stream without VTube Studio and just see how it is.
Well, VTube Studio is closed right now. It has been closed for a bit, so it shouldn't be affecting anything in OBS right now.
But maybe it might have changed a setting or two while being installed. I don't know. That's just my guess.
That would be my guess too, but I'm kind of more with Taco on this, and that is probably just an OBS thing.
Must be the filters. Nah, he only has noise suppression on. So, and we already checked that out. So, it's
Yeah.
not that.
Uh, I'll think it's there. I'm gonna load up VTube Studio again, just because that was kind of the whole point of this experiment. To run my fucking VTube model.
Well, I guess we tried everything I could think of. We tried closing applications, changing settings. We
Well,
did get an improvement at the end, but yeah.
well, I'm kind of curious to see. Detect, you bastard. I'm just waiting. I'm just kind of curious to see if I run another stream later on with the settings as they are now, if they're going to be the same, better, or worse. I'm just curious for a point of reference.
All right. I won't be here later on, so others will have to help you out.
That's fine.
Right. So you can stop streaming in Discord, by the way.
Okay. Stop streaming. Don't show us again. Whatever. Discord. Back off. Close. Okay. It popped up one of those little survey things. It's like, how was your experience? It's like, I don't care. Fuck off.
Oh, I hate that so much.
I get that in Magic the Gathering arena all the time. It's like, fuck off. You're impeding me playing game. Go away.
Right. So I guess Porian's still having his lunch or whatever, or dinner, whatever time it is in his area.
Well, you can go. It's like if you want to take off, you can. If you want to stay around, you can. You do you. This is an open call at this point. That's all the stream was going to be, was just an open call.
Yeah, I see. And I don't want to take up anyone else's time. If anyone else wants to join in and
Well,
they can do it.
well, pretty much. I'm using the same metric that Proctor is the same thing that Proctor is using, and that no one's popping into the stream waiting room, so there is no queue. And even if there is a queue, I would just add them on anyway. I think we could juggle 3 people being on.
Yeah. All right then. I guess I'll stay for a bit.
Yeah, and if you
Because
ever,
I'll have to go. I'll let you know when I have to go.
yeah, sure, that's fine.
Right. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I think someone in chat mentioned earlier about debuts. We had a new Hololive gen, but unfortunately, I don't watch Hololive.
Yeah,
I only watch sorry.
yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to Hololive in a while, other than my Corona clips and everything. Other that there's like Here Be Dragons.
Yeah, all I watched of Hololive was just those 3 Holostars dudes, Vesper and Magni, but they're gone, and Bell's the only one left. I don't watch anyone else because I don't know, not to their type of content.
Oh, Davin Taco install Q BitTorrent. Woo, you installed a torrent client. I'm so proud of you.
uTorrent, I've never heard of that. My whole life I've used uTorrent, and then uTorrent got into some trouble about crypto mining, and then yeah.
What the fuck do I use? I'm curious now. Let's see, programs.
Most people use BitTorrent as well.
Where's... No, I'm using what Davin Taco is. It's Q BitTorrent is the program I'm using. But whatever, I don't care. It's the means of give me my content. I don't care what program I need to use.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same mindset as well. As long as something works, it's good enough for me.
Well, again, I also have a problem of I'm bad with names. So like whether that's people, places, or things, it's just like we call it this. That's nice. I'm gonna forget in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how's your streams been going so far? Like I only pop in once in a while.
They've been going fine. I just have to get through my backlog of games. I'll probably add more like when the backlog is about to finish. But yeah, right now I'm just doing playthroughs. I don't really know what else to do, honestly, because that's all I know to do is gaming.
And yeah, like for me, game time is catching up on VODs or watching stream time. So that's kind of like, me time. So me streaming a game is cutting into me consuming other media time. That's why I'd rather just have my streams be chit chatting.
Yeah, chatting can be pretty relaxing as well. Yeah, so you got any other plans? Like what else you want to do on this channel, or is it just chatting?
So far, it's been just chatting, but I don't need. Okay, need is too strong of a word for me. I feel like I would want to transition to more, just like do what Kershaw does and just like read news and run commentary and like one person's Zatsu dance. But here's my thing. I really don't have a train of thought when left to my own devices and stuff. I kind of need like chat input to generate thought. Like I need chat to treat me as chat GPT. I need prompts, and then I can go from there.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as well. I don't think I'm. Yeah, I'm not really that good at like, yeah, that this train of thought thing that you just mentioned. It's like, oh, from one topic to the next topic to the next. Someone needs to tell me what to talk about, man.
Yeah, like I'm with Dab and Taco. Like I think the majority of us like the tangent Zatsudan streams that the girls do, but we are not really good at doing it ourselves.
Well, to be honest, I used to watch Kirsch's streams as well, but when she started looking at more like those fetish content and all that, I wasn't into it that much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But like she's commented before in that like she wants to game, but chat wants her to tangent, and she sees this in terms of in CCV because the instant she starts streaming a game, her CCV does take a hit. Like I've noticed this myself too, watching her streams, is that
Yeah,
the instant the game boosts up, it drops off like a stone. And don't get me wrong, I'm one of those guys. When she starts streaming, I lower her volume and kind of focus on something else because I really don't care. Like I say, like I don't watch you too much as much as I would like to, but you are a game streamer, and I don't really watch game streamers.
yeah. I don't fault anyone who enjoys those tangent streams, but like they're not for me personally because I mentioned this before in the other server, but I actually prefer gaming streams more because I get to see Kirsch just trying to power through a game like Crime Boss or Death Stranding. Death
Well,
Stranding was actually more Zen, like a Zen game
yeah,
than Crime Boss.
like this is good. This is a good little microcosm because we're on the two ends of the scale. You are and you consume game streams. I
Yeah,
do and consume tangent streams.
yeah, we get to each their own.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like everyone has their own tastes, both for what they want to do and what they want, like the input and output. Everyone has their preferences for input and output. Like your input and output is games. My input and output is tangents. Some people can actually balance this. Those people are freaks.
I envy them.
I do too. That's why they're freaks.
Ours in the chat, she also starts her game segments right around the time EU working people log off. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to find a good time to stream as well because if you just stream any time of the day, then it's not gonna work. You have to find out when people are coming home from work or before they go to sleep. If you're into the CCV game,
The thing is, I don't. This is all for shits and giggles. And okay, here's my train of thought. Since I'm doing this for shits and giggles, I am completely casual. I have based my streams on no particular time other than the scheduled chatting streams. So, in no particular order, the YT, Porian, and Emprey streams. Those streams, I DM them ahead of time. It's like, what's best for you? I don't care about me. What's best for you? And that's why I've been basing around majority of my times. Is for like, what's a good time for you to call in, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's always good to prepare beforehand,
Well, yeah,
especially with collabs.
well, yeah, and like I really don't want to have this. Like, okay, as far as the numbers game go, yes, having a schedule is the be all end all for consistency. I don't care about that. So
I don't care about schedules either.
yeah, so it's just like whenever I'll stream whenever. Like, and the only constraint being if I have a collab partner for that day. I'm happy with that. That's how I would like to roll. Like, as far as like notifications go, like I like I've started like posting in my Discord server, and then even before that, I was doing the post and Twitter like link postings and stuff. Like, I try to I want to try to have like all the social media, including Discord posts, like maybe like an hour before I stream, ish. Just for a heads up, it's like, hey, if you want to show up, great. If not, the VOD's going to be there. Who cares?
Yeah, for me, I just stream at like most of the time. I just stream at one time on the day because that's the most amount of time I get to actually stream. Because then other things, interfere in between. So I don't want much interference. So that's why I want to have as long of an uninterrupted stream as possible.
Life is life. This what we're doing right now is just bonus.
Yeah, we don't get to choose.
No, and like talking with Empraise kind of put things in perspective. Like some of the VTubers I started watching back in the like 2020 and stuff. Like most of them were in school, and like Empraise is in school, and like a bunch of other people are in school. And I'm just like, it doesn't compute for me. I wouldn't have the time to do this shit when I was in school.
Yeah, I guess if you're passionate about it, then your brain comes up with a way. It's like, okay, this is the time to stream. Let's do it. No matter what happens, that your brain puts that at the top of the list.
I
Passion
get
is crazy.
Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, it is crazy and stuff. Like, but from day one, I've only done this for my own personal amusement and for shits and giggles. I'm fine with this because I am a filthy casual.
Yeah,
Someone,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah, but like someone who wants to get an education and have like a proper career, but then juggling streaming as a profession on top of that, there blows my fucking mind.
Yeah, I never get the streamers who literally make streaming their whole career and life because I just can't fathom the idea of living on people's donations. You know, because at any point in time, what if they revoke their donation? Now you stop getting their money. What are you gonna do then?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like the kerfuffle with Kershey and her main pay pig a few weeks,
Yep.
a little while ago, and stuff that they're illustrated that their concept perfectly and stuff. Is just like, yeah, what you're kind of shit out of luck. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's why if someone wants to get in streaming, like I would recommend just having another source of income, something more stable, maybe like a job or maybe some freelance work that you do. Just something on the side, just something to fall back on. Like not don't put all your eggs in one basket. Just focus entirely on streaming for money.
Well, that's always been kind of like my thing. Like I've my philosophy has always been work to make money and use that money towards your passions. So if your VTubing
Yeah.
is your passion and you use it to make money, you're kind of putting the cart before the horse, and that fucks up the system.
Yeah, I know people who spend way too much on upping their stream game without actually improving their own you know talents first, like how you can entertain on stream and tech support, all that kind of stuff. But they just want to look fancy at first.
Yeah, but then again, I don't know. quote unquote, I've gone through the proper pipeline of, like PNG tuber, and now I have my own thing. And I've only done this because it amuses me.
Yeah, I was. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a story. So I actually like how did I get into streaming in the first place? It was actually because of Niji Sanji. So last year, like early last year, before Niji went to Flames, they actually had auditions. I believe it was in March. I don't know which wave it was. Was it X Soleil or was it for Iluna? I think it was for Iluna.
Okay.
So I wanted to I actually audition, and the problem was I had no streaming experience, right? So I said, oh, I actually looked at the form, and the requirements was okay, deliver content at least 3 to 4 times a day, or
Okay.
3 to 4 times a week. But I didn't have any experience. So then that's when I installed OBS and I started tinkering around with settings. I actually bought a mic as well, and yeah, that's how it all started. But at the time, I was really frustrated. I was really sad. Like, oh, look at all these talented people. I'll never get to be there. But I think it's a good decision that I never decided to pursue VTubing, like as a career.
I'm not going to lie. As much as I like this as a hobby. Okay, I gotta phrase this. I gotta find a way to phrase this. Okay, so
Take your time.
there's no way to sugarcoat this. I consider anyone who does VTubing professionally to be fucking stupid. I
I
know.
mean, if you.
I
Oh, sorry.
like. Okay, like I know there is money to be had. I know you can make it to work, but it comes down to being the artist problem. The potential is there, but I'm more of a person who needs the guarantee. Like, if I need the guarantee that if I put in the work, I get the money. This here is way too volatile. I don't trust it.
Yeah, I think that's why some of the VTubers that we know they actually have things on the side, like maybe an office job or some artistry.
Yeah,
Yeah, like as Taco just said in the chat, the magic's lost when you make it work. Yeah, as soon as it turns into a job, that's when you stop enjoying it. That's when it just becomes a routine. It doesn't become something that you're passionate about.
yeah, it's just another permutation saying, like, work to make money, use the money for your passion. There needs to be a degree of separation between these two things. Like, I know Kershi has said this before, but it's a concept I agree with in that if you I hate the expression if you make your if if you make your work into your I forget how it goes. If you make your work into your if you find a job that you like, you'll never how's it go? You find a job that you like, you'll never work a day in your life kind of thing. I forget how the expression goes. I hate that expression.
Now, something about loving your work or something.
Yeah, but you know what I'm getting at. Here's the thing: work is work. You're never going to love work because it's work. You don't do work because you want to. You do it for the end goal of converting time to money. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
You're not supposed to like it. It's work. That's why we call it work. It's work.
Yeah, that's how you live.
Yeah, you work to live, and you take the surplus of that work after you complete your obligations of living, okay, your bills and tax, all the adult stuff, and you take that surplus and you put that towards your passions.
Yeah, exactly. See, I'll tell you, I am still kind of interested in VTubing. Like, I know someone who can make a model for me, but like, even if it doesn't come to pass, that's all right because I just want to. At the end of the day, I just want to stream the games that I want to stream and show to everyone else.
Well, since I
If I
start,
get a model, cool.
well, yeah, but it's kind of weird. Like when I started the streaming thing, I just did it for shits and giggles. But then a bunch of people came out of the woodwork, and it was just like, "Hey, do you want music? Hey, do you want background? Hey, do you want this? You want that?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, I love you guys. I really do. You're a bunch of you're a bunch of internet buds, but that's the thing. You're a bunch of internet buds. It's like look after your own shit. It's like if you guys like what I do, great. But like at the end of the day, I've always said this. I do this for my own amusement. If other people are amused by what I do, that is bonus. I'm doing this for me.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's your satisfaction that should matter. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the industry don't realize that. Like
Oh,
even the people at the top.
oh, I know this violently. Like watching Face Connect and all the Minahara girls and stuff. It's like, am I,
Oh.
well, it's like I see them all the time. They're like, okay. Here's their problem. They're trying to please everyone. You can't. Like, my main metric is Pippa. Pippa wants to please everyone, but I've said this in the past. Her fan base is balkanized to hell, and this is a good thing.
The foot reel and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race.
Oh fucking god, yeah.
I was actually subscribed to her before that happened. Like uh, when she was one with Nosagi and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, when she started fulfilling their chat's demands and all, that's when it just this now that we're in the situation where chat's like going haywire on everyone else.
Yeah. Like I've never been a big person in chats, even with small chats. Like here's always been my policy with chat. When I'm in someone else's chat, I use it as a means to communicate with the streamer, not with the other chatters. I am kind of I'm very big on the alone together concept. Does that make sense?
Alone together. I don't think I've heard of that.
Okay, so alone
Yeah,
together.
point.
Okay, so alone together is a concept where this is usually in reference to relationships in terms of couples. So, say for example, you're married, but you're not either at each other's throats or you're not all lovey-dovey. You're kind of just there together, doing your own thing alone together. That
Oh, it's kind of like that saying where 1 plus 1 isn't 2, it's 11. We're stronger together, something like that.
yeah, that's exactly it. So like for like in terms of chat and stuff. So like I'm trying to like yell out into the sea of noise to the streamer as opposed to the rest of chat. And of course, chat being once it reaches the inflection point of being too big, it just becomes a
It's a
cacophony.
C.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Porian's back.
Yeah.
So if he wants to join the chat, you can.
What was that?
Porian? The Porian is back.
Oh. Yeah, he can hop into the call. I mean, you can fuck off if you want. Doesn't matter. Hell, you can leave right now if you want.
Yeah, that's all right. All right, thanks for having me on. I'm sorry that I crashed the stream in this manner.
No, that's fine. This is a learning experience, and I get to chat with you. Net positive.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, that's all this
I
is.
hope we can do this more often.
Yeah, no. So yeah, again, I've been saying this for a while. It's an open call. It's an open call. Whenever I'm streaming, like I post a link into Discord. Like anyone can hop into the stream waiting room, and I'll pull you in. And
All
yeah,
right, cool.
yeah.
This is actually a good time for me because unlike Proctor, he streams in a few hours, and that's when I go to sleep. That's when I'm already asleep, so I can't catch his streams, but I can catch yours. So that's good.
Well, again, if you really want to watch, like the vibes are there. Like I'm not married to like the time thing of like you need to be here or else we're no longer buds because that's gay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I really have time to watch VODs. Like unless it's a VTuber that's playing a game that I really like, I'll watch the VOD. But even then, I don't have time to watch VODs either.
Well, again,
But if I catch them live, sure.
this is our dynamic of you're the gamer streamer and I'm the tangent streamer, and the fact we're even having this conversation right now is a miracle.
Yeah, I guess it was fate.
Yeah, fate of fucking tech issues.
All right, you have a good one. I'll head off. Borin can join whenever he's ready.
All right, peace. Thanks for coming. Later.
See ya.
Okay, I can futz around with the model because I have space now. Whoop. Make my Godzilla grow. Yeah. I don't know. No, here's the thing with these streams. Like, I would like to talk with people in chat because that is fun. I find that entertaining and amusing, and it fulfills my social batteries. As much as I'm an introverted sociopath, I do like chatting with people because people are interesting. I mean, fuck, that's why I watch fucking Kershey and Pippa because they're really fucking interesting. I'm still wondering about this stupid audio issue thing. I gotta make a note. Where is my document file? Stream. Bottom of page. It sounds decent enough for now, but I'm still annoyed because I honestly had nothing changed. Everything at default up until today, and that was fine. And then for no apparent reason, as far as I can tell, other than VTube Studio. Okay, here's the thing. It really honestly comes down to either VTube Studio or OBS. The fact I'm using VTube Studio or OBS since it updated last week. But I'm pretty sure I had to stream since the update, so it wouldn't have been that. Like the Ampre stream was after the update. So it just raises the question. Actually, where's my soundboard? I have the perfect audio cue for this here. And I also need to figure out audio balancing for my soundboard. Soundboard. Soundboard broken. What the hell? Close. Stream. Open. Soundboard. Oh, I see boring. I drag you back in as I start futzing around with my soundboard. Soundboard. Why are you not working? Jesus! Okay. Can I edit this? Edit. Yeah, it was loud. If it's loud for me, I definitely know it's loud for you. So the Illuminati confirmed, aka the X Files theme. 0 decibels. I'm knocking you the fuck down. I'm gonna try it again. Okay. -10. Apply. Play. Still loud.
That's a good level.
Really? It seems loud to me. But it's only peaking yellow. I'm gonna try 15.
I think you've learned not to entirely trust the audio peak meter today.
Yes. Well, okay, I have a little gripe right now. So, sliders.
Mm-hmm.
there is I can see the amount to the side of it. Is it that much trouble to program being able to edit the value itself in the window as opposed to just using the slider? Because like in Live 2D, I have the sliders, but I can click on the
Yeah,
number and manually put in the number I want.
yeah, like I do, since I do like clipping sometimes. That's like you can also just type in the decibels because like a lot you have to edit audio a lot. I mean, it should be an option because it's super easy. Like it's the value itself is arbitrary because it's probably like 100 plus 100 down at least. It has what they're called 2 decimals. You should be able to type that.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Well, today's issues has been audio issues and stuff, and now I'm kind of just looking at my capture window, and I'm just like, what's a good way to deal with the balance between the Discord group chat source and my V2 model?
I mean, what do you want to do?
Okay, so in OBS, the reactive Discord reactive, whatever, the Fugi. The Fugi I have set up down in the corner, and the transform, edit transform, I have it set the position alignment and alignment inside the bound box to bottom right, and I have to scale to inner bounds. Now, here, what I want to think. Oh, that's way too big. Oh, shit. Okay, maximum size only is that. Scale to outer bounds is that. Scale to inner bounds. I don't want stretching. Stretching warps. Because, like, the default is scale to inner bounds. So to make you bigger, I have to drag out this way.
Isn't this a fine size?
It is, but my autism's kicking in, and I want us to be the same height.
Yeah, I chose 2 images that were both 900 times 900 pixels, just so it wouldn't warp between faces.
Oh God, that would be annoying.
Yeah, that was all the work I put into this.
Well, you guys have borne witness since my birth, effectively, in the futzing around to make things look fine for what I want to do at the time, and has been a serial escalation ever since.
But don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Yes, well, I've already said this. I am a proponent of that concept. However, there are times where it gets annoying.
Yeah, like the one like VTubing thing I do that is technical is clipping. And that is like you can spend so much time if you want to like optimize how everything works. But I'm lazy. I just do the bare minimum, honestly.
Well,
Like
yeah.
if it works, it works.
Well, yeah, you've recently started. Like I've watched your clips. Like I sub and subscribe. Click and click that like button and
Wow.
subscribe.
Wow. Thank you. You click the bell to gain all notifications.
Actually, yes. Well, no,
Oh, nice.
well, I don't know what it is with YouTube subscriptions and stuff, but like the feed, like the subscription feed is futzy sometimes because sometimes I'll be subscribed and belled to someone and it won't show up, and if it doesn't show up, then I don't know where it exists.
That's like one of those things that people have been complaining about for years, and I've never had a single issue with it.
It's really hit or miss. This is that the YouTube subscription notification and thing and blah 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 is kind of a ghost in the machine kind of thing. Like with my fucking audio issues today, it's like it's a ghost in the machine. We know it's there, but we can't perceive it. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I never have those issues at all. But notifications on my phone for streams just does not work. I get them like an hour too late. There's no point for me to have that enabled. They never, I don't think they've ever been on time. It's insane.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like the thing. Like, okay, like for Twitch, for me, Twitch, the notifications are shit, so I have an extension. Uh, Now Live, I think it's called, or wherever the fuck it was. I sent it to Ampraise. It's like the Twitch notification extension for like browsers and stuff. I like it.
Mm.
It's good. The YouTube notifications on my phone are good ish, but I mostly perceive like more like videos and stuff like in my subscription feed. That's how I'm learning. Like some content creators actually pull out the RSS feed and put it into my RSS feeder just to make sure
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I get.
I also use RSS feeds still. They're actually, I mean, they're actually really useful. I mean, it's like a lot better system than people, not even people think. People don't think about RSS feeds because they've forgotten they exist.
I know. I don't know why. Okay, I do know why because people have attention spans of flies. But I love.
Mobile phones probably. Mobile phones basically don't have RSS feeds.
Well, that's the thing, and also like the programs and applications that continue to exist to view RSS feeds are like slim to none nowadays and stuff. And they were slim to none even in the heyday of our SSS feeds. Like,
Yeah, I have a browser extension.
really.
Yeah, Feeder, it's called. Really, really funny name.
I don't
Just
have
give.
I don't have the browser extension for Feeder. I use Feeder too, but I use their dedicated desktop app and their dedicated phone app. I wasn't aware there was an extension for browser.
I wasn't aware there was a desktop app.
Hey, we exchange information, so you have more options, and I have more options now.
Yeah, but it's like it's really useful, you know, because I use it for podcasting mostly. That's like the last remnant of obligatory RSS feeds, I think.
Yeah. Actually, what is in my RSS feeds? Like I think the majority of my things is news, but I also got like my media, so like my anime torrents, music torrents, and content creators, and the rest is just news or geology news.
Yeah, I only use it for podcast because like torrents and stuff, I want to check them manually every week. Like I like doing like a little search for it.
Yeah, that's great. My thing for torrents is mostly I'll find like one or two uploaders or groups, and I'll
Hmm.
subscribe to their feeds. And it's usually I like having that level, like someone else being the filter. Like was it the word I'm looking for? Aggregation. I like aggregators.
Yeah, I'm sort of I search things out for myself. Like I don't trust anyone else to filter for me.
I don't either, but I'm lazy. So it's kind of like a cost benefit analysis thing. It's like I don't want to put it into work, but I trust that the system's kind of fucked. So it's just kind of just like, eh. When the tism creeps up, I'll do my deep dives when I'm looking for something or whatever. Most of the time, it's kind of just like, yeah, whatever. I'll slap up the glowy slop.
Yeah. Maybe I mean I don't like have any contact with like mainstream stuff anymore.
Oh, I don't either.
So you know, like I guess it auto filters that way.
Well, here's a little case study and stuff. Back when I was in high school and college, I liked Drudge. The Drudge report was great because he aggregated all the stuff I was paying attention to. But then the guy lost his mind.
Yeah, I've heard that because I know who he is, but I never really. I mean, it was never really my thing, but I know about the Drudge Report.
Yeah, so okay, so the story of the Drudge Report, it's ran by one guy, one reporter in Washington, Matt Drudge. He was an okay guy. He largely leans conservative, but ever since Trump came along, something changed. And my suspicion, along the suspicion of other people, is that what changed was his wallet.
Well, you can
Because,
convince even the most dedicated,
during
most dedicated person.
the 2016 election cycle with Drudge, he was rather ambivalent, but there was an inflection point where the tone changed. Like he never used to post like stuff from like CNN, like mostly like he would avoid CNN, NBC, and all the majors and stuff. But suddenly he started posting all the major ones, and they were running a certain topic, namely Trump bad, and it's been that way ever since.
But it's like also like Zero Hedge, right? So I remember they used to be like pretty good, but then because Zero Hedge is like 3, 4 people or something, and they sort of went like weird, like almost apocalyptic. I remember like everything was the end of the world for a while. So it's like, okay,
Okay,
I'm
here's
not reading.
okay. Here's I've You're not the only one I've had this conversation with. I've always been big on Zero Hedge, but I've had this conversation. I have noticed this too, but I can kind of filter out the doom and gloom stuff. Like, for example, all the Mike Schneider posts, the reposts
Mm.
they do, I ignore because I can't stand them. But the news articles from the Zero Hedge staff are good enough for what I want.
Uh,
Like,
yeah. I mean, sure. It's like at least they sort of kept to their guns on being like anti-war generally, which like most people have failed. At least they don't want to go to war with everyone. So I like that part, but they were like so big into like crypto stuff
I
and like a
know.
bit and a lot of like end of the world stuff all the time.
Well, here's the thing: Zero Hedge, at the end of the day, is an economics website, business.
Yeah,
They're about the business. The politics was the bonus, but then the politics, yeah, eventually the politics kind of became more of the front and center thing.
and
Which,
that was sort of what I was more interested in as well. So
well, yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of just like, okay, they're going away from what they were started on, but it's stuff I like, so evens out.
yeah, 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 I guess.
I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Like, they're not the only ones I read and stuff. Like, I kind of got feed aggregations from everywhere now at this point, especially with social media. Okay, Twitter. My Twitter news feed and stuff. That's kind of like my main go-to now for news. Is my curated news feed that I've made for myself.
Yeah, like I never read international news anymore. I only read Swedish news, and then I do like have a private Twitter and everything. So that's where I get like some news, but mine is most like funny things. I'm not that like invested in I'm not like in the 24-hour news cycle anymore. If it was like too much.
Oh no, I totally agree. Like, I literally have like three feeds. One is news, which is the global politics and all that stuff. The other one's fun for funsies, and the one I just literally made this morning was you guys. Anyone who has a Twitter that I recognize from the forums and stuff. It's like, oh, let's see what Pitcoin is doing today, or let's see what Uber Soldats is retweeting and stuff, and it's just like,
Yeah, like Pip Coon is like at least like A-tier account to follow. I think it's so funny. I think he's actually like a really funny guy when he like.
I
I mean,
would.
I think all, like the stuff he draws, I think is always funny. If you're going to post like weird art, the least you can do is like be talented at it, so everyone can enjoy it. And I think he's a really funny guy, actually.
I have compared Pip Kun to the old school cartoonist back in the Tijuana Bible days. You know,
Yeah, like what was it? R. Crumb? Is that? the guy I'm thinking of?
The name rings a bell.
Wasn't he like an old Tijuana Bible cartoonist?
I want to say yes. The name does ring a bell.
I think I'm right here.
I think you're right. You think you're right. Let's just pretend you're right.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, like Pipkun's like Pipkun is an old school cartoonist, like a cartoonist. He's good at what he does. I like his sense of humor. I'm on ball. I can see how his brand of art and humor is not for everyone. I understand that. But I think people have their stick way too far up their asses these days. They need
Yeah.
the world. What I'm getting at is the world needs more Pipkuns.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I still think it's a bit, if we're gonna talk about VTubers for a second, since I always thought like face connects like heel turn. It wasn't a heel turn, but like I think they're too strict now, actually.
Yeah.
And like when they started like banning Pitcool from every chat, like he didn't shit up chat at all. That's the thing. Like it was totally undeserved. It was just like, oh, didn't like the art he did, and like, have you checked your art tag? Like that's not nearly the weirdest thing posted in there. I can promise you that.
Well, no. Here's my thought. Like Pipkin just said, like I'll level with people. My art isn't very good for VTubers. I disagree with that thought. I think we need more of you in this VTuber thing because VTubing. I feel bad for saying this. VTubing has gotten too serious. People need to stop taking it so fucking seriously. I know the corporates and the indies who want to make a buck and stuff, that's their quote unquote job and stuff. But I think this is more of a hobby and they need to start learning how to have fun again.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like in a small corpo, you don't really need to be all that serious. I think that's like the worst part about the small corpos is that they don't have a lot of their own identity because they have all like, they don't have to do the goddamn Japanese permissions bullshit.
Yeah.
They can do like a lot more with like movies and like they don't have to have they can be freer, but they never are. It's like always when like the big meme game comes like new shitty Chillas art whatever, every small corporate jumps on it instantly, but like a week afterwards they never innovate themselves, they only copy still, and that's like bad in what like 3 years into VTubers being quote unquote mainstream. Like that's not good for an industry. That's like stagnation for real.
Yeah. I got no arguments against that. Yeah, you're speaking sense.
Because I'm like the only small corp I'm into is like Idol. And I think they're kind of
Ugh.
I think they're a little better at like doing their own things. But yeah, I heard you oohing. I know.
Well, I'm not
They're,
even.
they're, they're divisive.
Well, I'm not even getting into the politics thing. Like, I don't care that they're a Jewish company. I don't care about that. That's not the issue. The issue is that they were built up as a tech bro thing. They're looking to get sold to someone. That's their business model. It's like they're doing the IP they're doing like the tech bro startup thing. It's like I saw that from day one. I don't like it.
Mm,
That's the end
I
goal.
don't know, man. I don't know.
Really? You don't see it?
Yeah, because just because like Aviel was the biggest YouTuber in Israel, and he's a when people found his his furry profile and obviously he is a weird enough dude to think like let's scam the tech sector in Israel and make a VTubing company. I can believe it's like a passion project for him. But,
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, you say that, and I do kind of agree with that because like the joke was with the Face Connect at the start, it was like, oh, this Sakana character, he got his start being a tech bro, and he sold out his previous companies and made buck, and it looks like he saw the VTuber blood in the water and next thing, but then he actually stood the test of time, and then okay, you pass the
Yeah,
shit,
and
you pass the shit filter, you're cool.
yeah, I mean, like he wasn't even like he hadn't done anything with YouTube or anything. He was just like, oh, he knew who Osho Marin was. Started a VTubing company with like the money from his previous startup. I mean, that's out of nowhere. And he hasn't been like a bad
No, no,
CEO.
no. We give him shit and stuff, but like at the start, okay, his problem at the start is that he was running it as a tech startup and not an entertainment company, and then he got slapped in the face, and they almost rebelled. Then he hired Moomy, and then we've been great ever since. Once he had the degree of separation of like, okay, just cut the checks, and then the talents and the managers will run it.
I just have to address something in chat. No, I am not a Swedish piss fetishist. Thank you. Thank you very much. I, in fact, do not watch Juco. So, I wash my hands.
Well, given the fetish, I was certainly hoping you wash your hands. Ah,
Very, very. I always wash my hands.
yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing that's gonna haunt Idol probably. They take talent freedom maybe a bit too, maybe they're a bit too free sometimes, but
I have a
I think
pic.
that's less like the freedom they have and more like the talent they have.
I have
I
opinions
don't
on
care.
this. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is like the Face Connect problem I have and stuff. Here's how a
Mhm.
company should run. You should be allowed to do whatever you want as long as you don't get banned on the platform of your choice. And you have enough talents to have enough spread of content so that you can pick and choose who you want to watch.
Mm.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's the level of
yeah.
talent freedom I'm thinking of. Free to do what you want within TOS, and let the audience pick who they want to watch instead of just having like all samey ooh woo weeps shit like left right and center.
Yeah, I mean, I think both Ace and Idol has been decent at that.
Yeah, like yeah, as far as like the big indie companies, yeah, it honestly does come down to Phase and Idol at this point because who knows what
Yeah.
the fuck V Shoujo is doing? Because that there is a black box, honestly.
I mean, like I don't watch them at all, but they're obviously like successful. So, I mean, they're doing something right, I guess. I'm just not at all interested in any of their talent.
Well, it's that old photo meme I did a couple of times where you see like the ocean liner in the background, but there's the guy in the foreground on the wakeboard with an umbrella, kind of just doing his own thing. Is that's kind of like what's going on with V Sojo. It's like you got the majors and like the major minors in the background
Mm.
doing their own thing, doing like the standard thing, and then the V Shoujo is kind of just like they're just vibing. They're honestly just vibing at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, one thing with them also you shouldn't underestimate is the fact that their CEO Gunrun was one of the founders of Twitch, and anyone who's like
Oh
watched,
yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
anyone who's watched any like any flesh tubers on Twitch, they will know like Twitch is, like YouTube is like stupid in moderation and everything, because it's like it's like a big office in like Hyderabad in India where like someone who can speak English can ban you for something they don't understand
No,
themselves,
no,
or
no,
the
no, no,
AI
no, no.
takes you out.
Porn. You're forgetting this is YouTube we're talking about. There is no people. It's all fucking automated now. That's why it's shit.
Yeah, well, okay. My point is like, okay, YouTube is like bad with banning and stuff,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
but Twitch is equally bad, just in the opposite way, in that it's super corrupt. Like it's insane how corrupt it is. Like some streamers are basically immune due to knowing administrators, because everyone's seen that, like, oh, some like EFOT shows her whole like snatch on stream and gets like a 4-hour ban, and then like a streamer accidentally shows like 1 second of boob in a video game and gets banned for a week. That happens all the time.
Well, yeah, like I remember Kershey yesterday made the example of like, heaven forbid you say the word fuck in the first 15 minutes, but by golly, you're gonna watch that literal sex animation for an advert.
Yeah. It's like a really, Twitch is almost like, it feels like a really small site when you go up to like who decides everything, but it is like a massive site owned by Amazon. It's just I can't believe Amazon hasn't intervened in it yet, because it's such a big company. Eventually, big Jefe Bezos is going to drop the hammer, and that's gonna be bloody.
Well, you have to remember, fucking YouTube's owned by Alphabet, aka Google, and it's almost like the same thing. Like Amazon owns Twitch, and they kind of let Twitch do their own thing, and Alphabet owns YouTube, and they effectively let YouTube do their own thing. And it's just like, do these honestly, it comes down to, are the managers between the branches talking with each other? The answer is obviously no. Obviously,
Probably not.
I don't know.
And I see Arsenoid says, didn't he invent those live stream backpacks as well? Yes, Gunrun did invent those like IRL streaming backpacks, and I know that that's like a big thing he's doing, is trying to sell those.
Well, let's be real. Did he invent them, or did he pull an Elon Musk and say he invented them, whereas he actually just bought out the company that made them?
I think he invented them in the sense that he took off-the-shelf components and put them together and made them work. It's
Oh,
like it's like one of those like articles where like, oh, genius 12-year-old built his own computer, and they're like, yeah, he ordered the parts on Newegg and put them together. Like, wow, yeah, I can also build a computer.
well, to be fair, we're old enough to remember when building a computer actually meant building a computer, as opposed to just Legoing it together.
Yeah, yeah.
When my fans gave out on my notebook and stuff, I was sitting on the new fans I got off of eBay for like a year or so, because I was too scared to open up the fucking thing. But when I actually did the job, when the second fan gave out and I did the job, I was like, oh, it really wasn't that hard. Huh.
Yeah. I don't. I hate opening like modern electronics that have that when they're like heat sealed, like
Well,
smartphones.
yeah,
That,
that's what was stopping me, because it's a notebook, so everything's really tight and it's kind of hard to do. Like I almost ripped out a couple of wires, because like there were a couple of wires over the fan assembly and stuff, so I kind of had to like almost half rip them out to get out the assembly so I could change the fucking fans. It was so
yeah,
fucking tight.
I despise those like heat seals, because it's also a trick, because it means like, oh, because the electronics are permanently sealed,
Yeah.
as soon as you open it, you void all warranties and stuff, and it's like, fuck, man. I,
Well, yeah. It's the Lewis Rossman thing of like right to repair. Like I get it and stuff, but it's kind of just like, I've been rocking notebooks since. Okay, like I had a desktop in university, but like moving around a lot, I was just like, okay, I'm sick of lugging this tower around. So I've been using notebooks since like I graduated university and stuff. But then it's kind of like going back to the point of like, okay, I literally own my house. I'm not moving around and stuff. So I'm just gonna go back to a desktop for my next build.
Man, I never used a laptop basically ever. I've been lugging around like huge towers my whole life now. And
Well, yeah.
I've like grown up rural as well, so it was like, oh, time to go to a LAN party. Let's drive for 50 minutes and carry my 20-kilo PC case and speakers and the screen. Like,
Well, me and my buds, we all grew up rural too. So like, I think literally in high school we did one LAN party, And that was like a big thing. It's like we did the one LAN party in our high school years, and that was like the best night of our lives. Man, we had fun.
Yeah, I like grew up at almost peak LAN party here. It was like when I was in middle school, everyone, all the men in my entire school were gamers, and everyone played like CS and League of Legends and World of Warcraft and like basically all the shooters and stuff. So there were like LAN parties every week.
Well, yeah, like I remember when I went to university and stuff, and okay, I lived in residence for the first year, but after that, there I moved in with a bunch of my friends and stuff, and honestly, our homework in school took a hit because all we would do was play like Age of Empires and StarCraft and Diablo and stuff as like local IP, and just like had effectively LAN parties, but we were living together. So, but we actually did have a couple of friends who dragged their towers over to our apartment and stuff. So then they became actual proper LAN parties, and they were fun.
Yeah. I mean, I sort of missed that actually, but
I
you
do.
know,
I do. It's kind of like the effort you put into something, and you feel better once you pull it off because you put the work into it.
yeah, and it's like it was long enough ago that you can't help but have it colored by your nostalgia goggles a bit. It probably wasn't as good as I remember it because it was
Yeah,
like 14 years ago now for me, I think.
yeah. There is a bit of nostalgia to it and stuff, but for the time, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean that was like the only time I had fun playing Counter-Strike was playing it in LANs like that. That's intense, everyone's like sweating and screaming and you better keep up with everyone else, but like the high when you win when you're in the same room with your teammates, it's like insane.
I guess we must have ran in different circles because like Lampard, like okay, I know the common trope for LAN parties is like Counter Strike, Doom, Unreal Tournament, and all that stuff. But probably with the circle of friends I ran with, our LAN parties was either like ARPGs or strategy games. So we were playing like RTS or turn based. Honestly, it comes down to we were playing either StarCraft, Diablo, or Age of Empires. If I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, it was StarCraft 2. Also got a lot of play in LAN.
StarCraft 2, man.
Yeah,
That
that's older than you think, that's like 2007 or 8, I think that came out.
I'm just feeling because I was referencing StarCraft
Yeah, I
1.
mean we played StarCraft 1 as well. In high school we played the library computers were on their own local network, so we would play Quake Free Arena on that.
Uh, the only time me and the guys played computer games in school was back when that was kind of more of a thing. So I would say like elementary for us. So we would play like fucking Tank Wars and fucking Demolition Derby, so, like really old like Windows 95 stuff and a couple of MS DOS stuff too.
Yeah, we played some of that when I was in what's it called? What's it called before middle school?
Elementary, middle school, high school.
Yeah, in elementary school, we had like, oh, here's how you use a computer. Then we had like Windows 95 computers who would play like Tank Wars and like competitive Minesweeper and stuff.
Yeah. That was us, and yeah, that was us in elementary too. It, because like I remember the school library computers didn't have that many games until the woodshop slash tech teacher got to them and stuff, and he was like, "Hey guys, you're welcome. Here you go."
Yeah, we had like a big thing in computer class in elementary school, and that was like, oh, our teacher was this really old lady who couldn't use a computer at all, so we were all like better
Yeah.
at computers than her. So we would like we would cause problems. We do that thing, where we flip the screen. Was that like alt Windows key and then press the the direction buttons? And we would like some kids never had internet at home, so we would always trick them into going to like meat spin and stuff.
Oh, we did that too. That was fun.
And like a lemon party and stuff. We do all like the worst shock sites, especially those that locked up the computer with like Windows and stuff. That was really fun to do.
Well, I'm in hindsight, the more I think about it, I think I was spoiled as a kid because my first tech class was with the shop teacher, but he was like an old tech guy. He was always up to date on the current tech, even from like the 60s and 70s and stuff. He was always like latest and greatest, even up until when I was a kid, so like the 90s. So he was always about the latest and greatest thing, and it was through him I developed my hatred of Apple because he hated Apple, but I didn't. Like at the time, it's like I hate him saying this. I hate Apple products. You'll hate Apple products too. That sounds hyperbolic, but then as I grew up and older, it's like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah, I have like an uncle who is like a programmer. So he like taught me a bunch of tech stuff when I was little, but he also taught me to not hate Apple because Apple has its use cases. He used mostly Apple computers and such just because like they had basically better programs for his job. And he was like, yeah, you don't need all the extra processing power really if you're not doing I mean, like, if you don't need the extra power, you might as well get an Apple just because of at that time it was also like speed starting up and stuff.
Well,
You
like,
know, like
well,
they
yeah.
were better at that back then.
Well, yeah, no, that's you're right. That's the thing. Like, I respect early Apple and stuff, but like my tech teacher, he saw the writing on the wall before everyone else, kind of thing and stuff, and it came out in the wash. And then when Apple took the turn they did, he was like, "Totally up."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it did become worse, no doubt about it.
Well, everything. Well, here's the thing. Everything is shit and stuff. So you have to pick your favorite flavor of shit. If we're being honest.
Yeah, if I get forced into using Windows 11, I might have to taste the Linux flavored shit, I guess.
Oh God, I've actually installed a script to turn off the Windows. Like I went to GitHub to get the turn off Windows 11 notification thing because it was getting that insufferable. Like once I have to get a. Okay, here's my thing. When I build a desktop computer, I'm gonna have to like mirror my drive as it is, and like clone over my Windows to new thing. Effectively, what I want to do is honestly, I just want to build a new computer and slap in my current SSD drive into it and stuff, and just run it off of that.
Yeah, I did that. I just removed the SSD from my old computer after that burned up, and it still worked. So I just plugged it into the new one.
Yes.
And I deliberately shows like the motherboard I have in this computer is pretty good, but I deliberately chose one that didn't have that like new chipset.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is, but my computer isn't Windows 11 compatible, so Windows can't nag me about upgrading to it.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked out great because like last weekend I had to fix my parents' computer because it got destroyed by a Windows 11 update, and that was really fun.
Oh fuck! I remember. Oh, when was that? I think I had that problem with my parents when Windows 7 rolled out. I had that experience.
Yeah, like my dad is like pretty good at computers, but like this, he had like McAfee antivirus installed, and McAfee detected the Windows 11 update as a virus, and the Windows 11 update detected McAfee as like a virus too. So they took out each other, and the computer got stuck in between updates. We had to reinstall the entire computer. It was like weirdest problem ever.
Okay, I find that fucking hilarious because first step, You're still running McAfee?
Yeah, McAfee is a virus, so I mean that was correct by Windows, I think. So
Well, yeah, that's the joke. So like, you're running McAfee? Oh my god, I can't remember the last time I saw someone run McAfee.
yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like I think my dad got it with the computer, and then it keeps billing you afterwards, and I guess he didn't think anything about it.
I hate reoccurring subscription models. Like, okay, here's a story. When I bought my vehicle and stuff, the salesman was trying to push out like, "Hey, you want to have XM stereo installed in your new Jeep?" I'm like,
No, thank you.
well, no, well, I had to think about that and stuff. But then I actually texted my friend at the time, and he was just like, "Dude, don't do that because you're going to be locked into the contract." I'm like, "Ah, I see."
And it's like, what am I gonna listen to on like XM radio? I'm gonna listen to like the Howard Stern show. What is this?
This
1990, like
that was literally a sale.
Oprah
No, no,
Bones, like
I think I bought my vehicle just as when Howard Stern got the contract for XFM. That was literally the hot thing at the time when I bought my vehicle and stuff.
yeah, because I remember like I think my parents bought a car at the same time, and it was also like, oh wow, XM radio, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like really funny try selling in Sweden when like everyone who is like on XM radio is like a American political like radio or something like, oh, do you want to listen to Rush Limbaugh in rural Sweden? No, I do not in fact want to listen to Rush Limbaugh. Like, why are you trying to sell this to us?
Yeah. Okay, here's my thing with radio. Like, I don't listen to the radio. All I ever do is listen to my audiobooks, either legitimate or otherwise, or my music, either legitimate or otherwise. That's it. It's always been local stuff that I have on my phone.
Yeah, I mean my parents can't work and aux cable. They wouldn't understand that. So they listen to the radio in the car. But
There are times I wonder how I survived my childhood, because like when my parents got me a Nintendo when I was a kid and stuff, I'm like, I'm surprised they were even able to hook it up to the TV.
yeah, I mean like my dad knows computers, but he doesn't know other technology at all.
Well,
Like it.
well, okay. Here's the thing: does he know computer hardware or software?
No, he isn't a tech guy at all, but he knows like yeah he like knows software pretty well.
Yeah, because you said it's program, so like he can program the shit, but actually putting it together is like, so how does it work? It's like, no, I just write shit for it.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't understand like phones. Like smartphones is completely. He can barely use the. He has like a fingerprint scanning thing on his iPhone set up, but like I have to like physically take his finger and put it on the reader. Like he gets so confused when that stuff pops up, and it's like you set that up. You wanted this to be here. Like I don't know. It's just like one of those weird disconnects, I guess.
Yeah, it was kind. Okay, funny story. So when I taught my mom how to do computer stuff and whatnot, and she's always been scared of technology and whatnot and stuff. But then I moved out to university, and she had to become the tech person for my dad, and she was just like, "Hey, I understand now why you kept on sighing when talking to me to teach me how to use a computer because because she had to teach my dad."
I've done that like 1,000 times. I try to teach my parents like, oh, here's how you use Firefox instead of Edge or like Chrome, and it's like impossible. Like when I moved out to go to university, I didn't move very far. Like it was like a half an hour by car to go back to my parents. But like every time my mom was like, oh, I need to move over my photos from my iPhone to the computer. Can you come home and do that? It was like, yeah, I'll just do that. I mean, I'll show you how to do it yourself every time, but you'll never learn it. So I'll just keep coming back home and move your photos over. I guess, I'm like, I'm stuck with that until she stopped using an iPhone, I guess.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But that's kind of one of those things like we've all been there. It's kind of like a rite
Yeah,
pass. It's kind of a rite of
there's
passage.
no point explaining it like after the 30th time. Like obviously, the coin doesn't drop. You know, something in the machine is broken. The light is on. The light is broken inside, but still works. I don't know. It just doesn't work. Something is disconnected. I
Well,
just do it. I just move over the pictures myself.
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Let's pick on pictures. Like, my mom would take pictures on her phone and stuff, and I was just like, okay, mom, you're gonna if anything happens to your phone, you're going to lose those pictures. So what I'm going to show you for the millionth time is how to copy those pictures onto your desktop computer. So you have now 2 copies of those things. And hey, here's a USB drive, so you can have 3 copies in case the other 2 die. You know, like the 2 is 1, 1 is none concept was a really hard thing for me to impart upon my parents.
Yeah, you know, like since my parents' computer broke like last week and I had to fix it, it was so difficult explaining to my dad that like, oh, when you reinstall, all your old stuff will still be there. It will be in the windows.old file. We'll be able to take it out from there. It won't disappear. And I had to like go every second I had to go like, won't disappear. I have to pick out the windows.old map file. Remember that windows.old. It will be in there. It will be in documents in windows.old. I had to keep repeating windows.old like twice.
Yeah. Fun times. Fun times.
See, we're being chat is saying teaser for new face gen just dropped. Should we do an epic react stream?
Honestly, I honestly really didn't pay attention too much to the last phase generation. I'm probably not gonna pay too much attention to this phase generation. And we got like 20 minutes until Kirsch's stream, so
Yeah.
let someone else do that. I'm fine.
Was the last generation the new invaders, right?
Yes, the last generation was the new round of invaders, but this one here is going to be a proper generation this time.
Uh,
Well, I say air quotes proper generation, but you know what I mean.
I think I'll watch it. But you know, it's like, who are they getting at this point? Is it gonna be more like Cyber Live leftovers?
I don't know, because here's the thing. My subscription fee for Twitch and YouTube, other streamers, there's a fuck ton I'm subscribed to that I would like to watch, but there's just not enough hours in the day. Like, I already have like 3 Pippa VODs saved on my computer that I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, like one of the big reasons I watch like Amiya so much is because it's like the same time every day, the same amount of time every day. You always know when it is. It's like perfect for my schedule, basically.
Well, yeah, I mentioned the schedule thing before. Like, I'm gorilla. I'm monkey. I have the avatar of a lizard, but at the end of the day, it beats the heart of Kong. I am gorilla. I don't care about schedules. But
Yes, I mean, schedules is more of a like corporate thing after all. I mean, makes if it's your job, you should have a schedule.
yes, that's what I was getting at. If it is your literal paid taxman job, then yes, schedule is a good thing.
But yeah, it's like too many, and it's like a free man generation as well, I think.
I honestly have not paid attention to any of these previews and stuff so far, so actually I'm kind of curious now. I'm not gonna.
Because it was like Halloween art. I think there was like 3 girls in that were like in the shade that is supposed to be like the teaser ones. I guess they might be going like, and the last invaders were free as well. So I guess that's like the new gen size for face, I guess.
I don't know.
Because I have a
The I'll say this the virtual YouTuber fandom wiki hasn't been updated yet, so I'm gonna see what the Face Connect website has.
no, like that one's bad. I think it still says that like Sundaria exists.
Yeah.
That was like what, last November that dissolved or something, or like January this year, I think.
And they haven't updated the website. The splash page is still showing Phase Invaders. How about their Twitter? I'm kind of like, okay, here's a marketing thing. I'm like, okay, I'm aware there's a new generation coming because of the forum. How about regular
Mhm.
social media? I'm seeing nothing right now, so I'm gonna go to their Phase Connect Twitter.
Is it dead? I'm gonna guess.
I don't fucking know, because a lot of my Twitter feed. Okay, here's the thing. For all my Twitter things, unless you're on one of my created lists, you're effectively dead to me. Because I don't look at the baseline feed. I make my own feeds.
Don't look at the for you, then I guess.
Yes, that's the correct terminology. I don't look at the For You tab. Yes, I know Kirsty is streaming in 15 minutes. Shut up. I, no, that well, okay. I do have alarms for Kirsty and Pippa because I do lose track of time. So, okay, Phase Connect pin 19 minutes ago. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a five. It's a 5 girl generation.
Okay, so it is 5.
Yeah, Sayas. Let's see. Saya Sirius, Rune Ruse, Hinari, Hina, Emi, Sami, Mu, Miyu. Actually, I like the name of that last one. Mu, Miyu. If she's not a cowgirl, I'm going to be disappointed.
Prepare to be disappointed.
I
Yeah, I mean,
I like cowgirls. I'm subscribed to the cowgirls I see, but I don't watch any of them because they're not putting out content I care for. I just like the models.
well, maybe this one will be watchable.
I don't know because here's the thing. Like I get enough content feed from Pippa and her circle of friends because like her circle of friends is enough content I enjoy. Like outside of that circle of friends, probably the only streamer I watch consistently, but I don't watch enough of, would be Mint.
Stella Mint,
What Mint?
right?
No.
Is that like a Castella Mint? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Mint Costello. Yeah,
Yeah,
the fat stoner dog is the one I watch.
yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. I only watch her because she's the haha fast stoner dog. But I don't know. It's kind of it's one of those vibe things and stuff. It's like I hung around with a lot of stoners growing up and stuff, so it's kind of like comfy for me to see a stoner chick online streaming and stuff. It's like this is comfy. I like this.
Yeah, I hung around with a lot of stoners in high school, and I cannot stand stoners. Like,
Okay,
revolt.
my thing is when they're stoned, I can't stand them. But when they're not stoned and kind of just like you know regular and stuff, like then I'll drive a bit more. But when they're full on stoned, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, but I'll make sure you get home and don't choke on your vomit.
Yeah, that's a fun thing. That's great.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. When I was in high school and university, I was raging drunk, so it was kind of like blind leading to blind.
Yeah, I'm not exactly innocent myself, so I get what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. See.
Is this the teaser? It's like 14 seconds.
I got 26 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. 26 seconds video.
Yeah, but the teaser is honestly just it's a cute little animation. Like I'm watching it right now. I'm not going to show it on screen because I don't
Yeah.
care. But it looks cute. I like it. Well,
Doesn't say anything.
well, yeah, it doesn't say anything, but it's kind of funny in that I don't think Sakana honestly probably never had a dream of like idols and stuff, and it's kind of like I'm kind of glad he's kind of wised up. It's like that's not why we watch Phase. We don't watch Phase for idols. So seeing this little fan animation of them busting down the door, looking all creepy and stuff, it's like okay, he finally gets it. Lean into the fun.
Yeah. It's So if you want like idols, why go to the bootleg idols? You already got Hololive.
Exactly. That's always been kind of my thing. It's kind of like, oh, what's a good? Okay, I've always used this example in the past. Like I'll have friends complain about, oh, this band always sounds the same. Yes, listen to another band. Duh.
Other flavors are available.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like, I want to listen to this power metal band. I'm going to listen to this power metal band. If I want to listen to classic rock, I'll listen to classic rock. And I have different flavors, subdivision of those their genres, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't understand the complaint of your favorite band sounding the same all the time, because that's how you found them. That's why you like them for that sound. If they change it, well, then then it sucks because they changed what made you like them to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, like music-wise, that's like the most classic thing. Like, oh, this band changed, man. They changed their sound, man. I can't listen to them anymore, man. It's like, okay, it's either that or oh, they never changed their sound, man. They're just the same, man. It's the same song over and over, man.
Yeah, yeah. But this is like a bitching that's old as time. It's never going to change, and I'm just sick of it, man. It's like, come on. It's like, if you don't like it, listen to something else. That's all I'm saying. Change the station, if you will.
You-
Yeah, okay.
It's perennial, I guess.
It's just human nature being human nature. Is never going to change. But I can change in the fact that I'm getting steadily more tired of certain things.
I guess.
And
Like,
speaking of change, Kershey is in 10 minutes, so I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna call it here. Go drain the lizard, grab the snack, and then be ready for curse shit. Unless she actually wants to dedicate to playing games today.
Is she done with Alex Jones' game?
I don't know. I think she. I think.
Like that was like the worst gameplay I ever seen from a VTuber. I think that was like,
I know. I was really fond of it and stuff, and Kershey has her quirks and stuff, but I think she wants to play Alan Woke today.
oh,
But whether she actually does or not, I don't know. But they're going to tune in because the tangents will start off to begin with anyway.
it'll be 3 hours of tangent at least, I guess.
I like Kershey. She has her moments and stuff, but I do like her. Actually, I'm a little more consistent in watching her than Pippa because I've been so far missing out Pippa live streams, and I've been just catching them on VODs at like 2 times speed.
Yeah. She almost sounds like her old self when you put her on 2 times speed as well, which is sort of funny.
I have never been big on that voice argument and stuff. I don't know what people are on about. I don't care. I'd rather they use their normal voices because it's an endurance game. If you do the cute oozy ooh ooh voice all the time, you're gonna fucking blow out your vocal cords. We've seen this repeatedly. This is nothing new.
Not even the Japanese can do it.
No. And that's their bread and butter.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not going to waffle. I'm going to end stream now. Thanks for coming, and thanks for keeping company, and for everyone sticking around with my Ghost in the Machine audio issues.
Yep.
Yeah.
See ya.
Later.